as we said, police, DCP Jacobs, no functioning scanners at the Port of Spain Port and the Joint Select Committee. Parliamentarians appeared stunned and disturbed yesterday over the disclosure that no scanners are operational at the Port of Spain, and 3 officers are tasked to manually inspect, 3 officers tasked to manually inspect the thousands of containers coming in Trinidad and Tobago. Now I laugh, but I only laugh because I don't want to cuss, okay? Containers that enter this country. Acting Police Commissioner McDonald Jacob, who appeared before the Joint Select Committee, had said previously that the majority of guns entering the country are not coming through illegal borders, but through legal ports. How he know that? That is a brilliant, them is just talk. How you know exactly how many guns coming through the porous borders without diesel, without Coast Guard vessels, without radar, without helicopter, without roadblock, without army base, without anything, with the 200,000 illegal immigrants that have come here in the last 5 years and half of them gone back so now. How you know exactly how many guns came in that way, and how you know how many exactly the number of guns that came through the legal ports while the scanners weren't working? How you know? You don't know. You're just talking nonsense in serious issues. Deputy Controller Yasmin Harris said the container examination is compromised due to staff shortage. So they have no scanners, and then they also have staff shortages because PNM pay nobody no salary and cut back so recusers could make money. So staff shortages. The containers are being checked through physical examination. Unfortunately, that is the best available avenue at this point. That is the best available avenue at this point. You have a drug problem, crime scourge, people getting killed and rattled down with AR-15 day in, day out. Children lying up on the floor as bullets whiz over their head. And the people in charge of trying to prevent guns from coming in this country through the legal ports, forget the borders, because the incompetence of Fitzgerald, Hines, Rowley, et al., that only God could save we from that. But the legal ports, where it's supposed to be easy to prevent any gun from coming through, because there's technology, there's scanners, they have people who could check, you have staff. Not only there are no scanner, they have no staff. They're short. It's 3 officers to check containers, big huge containers with all kind of different things, where gun could be choke up, mix up, it inside TV, inside fridge, wherever it is. Them have people, human beings, 3, staff shortage, and then coming to talk about crime fight. They're being checked. Unfortunately, that is the best available avenue at this point in time. We do not have sufficient staff. Our container examination station has 14 bays, but unfortunately, the staff that we have, we can only assign 3 examination officers. So you have 14 bays, but they can only assign 3 officers at this time with no scanners at Port of Spain. So our efficiency is compromised by the fact that we have limited staff, she said. How long has this been going on? How long have the scanners not been working? And then that's also a stymie to business, and that adds when you have to pay demurrage and all kind of thing. That leads to inflation because businessmen have to spend more money when the 30 days up on the port because they didn't get their container checked by the 3 officers. That had to go on to you, pass on to you, because that is increase the cost and increase the cost of doing business. But Richie Sukai says, or first of all, the Downtown Owners and Merchants Association Duma head Gregory Aboud says, unacceptable. Said this was not welcome news, as he noted that Acting Police Commissioner McDonald Jacob had said guns were coming through the legal ports given to utilizing external services, says Gregory Aboud. So the government should consider appointing private operators or experts in X-ray and scanning to operate facilities in which customs officers. So Gregory Aboud's solution is for he and the boys to make big contract to get work to do. Not to tell the government, come out of office and let somebody who knows how to handle it, who will pay proper staff, who will pay wages, ensure that the establishment is filled with officers, ensure that the scanners are working. Don't do that. It's terrible. They create a terrible situation. So in comes Gregory Aboud, they say, hey, give me brethren them a contract, we go do it. Gregory, that's just amazing, son. You on a roll this month, boy. They go say I picking on you. Then my boy, sweet boy Richie Sukai, never hear what Richie Sukai says. Shagwana's Chamber, Industry and Commerce, Richie Sukai said it is no surprise that the scanners have been down. He said the Prime Minister, as head of National Security Council, should take the lead and ensure that there are scanners at the port as of yesterday. Taking charge will definitely drive this initiative forward in a positive way. People would understand the implications of not having these scanners working. Sukai said, it seems the authorities have no will to change the way things have been done. Therein lies the truth, the crux of the matter. Rowley take charge. Rowley has been in charge. Shamfa told us that from since 2015, September, that they're in charge and we have to get accustomed to it. Rowley take charge. Where is Rowley? The ghost. Where's Rowley the ghost? People flooding and suffering, lost everything across this country. Thousands and thousands of families. Where is Rowley? You think crime, the worst murder rate in history, you can't see Rowley? No scanners? But do you think those scanners just stopped working the day before the Joint Select Committee? Do you all think so? You see, when the opposition is making critical points day in, day out, issue after issue, and the media, you'll fail to take it seriously because you are politically biased and you're trying to uphold a miscreant, a non-entity, an incompetent Prime Minister that is Keith Christopher Rowley and the PNM. You let critical matters fall by the wayside and people's lives are put at risk. What if I were to tell you that the United National Congress way back in October was alerting the nation that the scanners weren't working? What if I were to tell you that the Member of Parliament for Cova South, the Honorable Rudy Indarsing, brought that to the attention of the nation in a press conference put on by the opposition, the United National Congress, and no newspaper, no Express, no Guardian, no Newsday, no Morning Brew, no CNC3, no TV6, no radio stations took it seriously. No journalist went to ask and find out and check, and guns are coming in here left, right and center. 561 murders heading to 600 murders, and you don't care because because we have money to make. What if I were to tell you that Rudy Indarsing brought up that topic months ago? Run it, Archie.
Because you see, I have to ask the questions again on behalf of the opposition. Why are the mobile scanners not working on the ports of Trinidad and Tobago? My information and my sources have revealed to me that only if one fixed scanner is working at the port of Port of Spain, and at a time when the murders are gruesome, when the violence is being unleashed on the population through the use of automatic rifles and the proliferation of guns and ammunition in Trinidad and Tobago, this country needs more scanners at our respective ports and at warehouses which fall under customs and excise. What is the state of the coastal radar systems? How many? Fitzgerald Hines must tell us what is the state of the coastal radar system. How many Coast Guard vessels are indeed seaworthy and can engage in the patrolling of our borders? Have we allocated adequate sums of money?
You see, when you all play games with people's lives, this is not a funny game. Iramatu, what say you, Matt? What say you, editors of the Express, the Newsday, the Guardian, CNC3, TV6? Forget TTT, PNM, bodies. Then let's get PNM free advertisement and charge UNC 45,000 per hour. This is funny. The Port of Spain had no scanner in 2022, and that was Rudy Indasing found out about that. That was early October. So if the scanners broke down from before that, you talking about August, you talking about July, June, whenever. How many guns, how many bullets, how much ammunition just came in? And then on top of that, under PNM mismanagement, you're talking about staff shortage. So you don't even have manpower to go and look. Not that manpower is really that in this day and age. But Gary Griffith also said something. He said that when he was Commissioner of Police, he went and asked the cabinet, and the cabinet approved through Rowley and them to buy vehicles that could scan. Remember how many times I'm telling you all, but how these disgusting bandits driving around with AR-15 3 and 4 submachine gun in a car, how they just driving around and then escaping in traffic? How come we don't have vehicles, police vehicles driving around that could scan and see man sitting down with AR-15 on the lap in a wing road, in a TDA, in them car that we see in all the videos, man just opening door and killing people? Why that not happening? You know the government of Trinidad and Tobago, when Gary Griffith was there, purchased those things, and the government under Keith Rowley and Fitzgerald Ethelbert Hines and DCP Jacobs, who got his job because Rowley wanted him there. You know they're not using it. Why they not using them? Or you think I'm joking? Put up Gary Griffith's statement. What was not revealed, however, was after extensive intelligence was gathered, it had allowed us to anticipate the issues which presently exist at our nation's ports, and proactively we acquired vehicles that could do scanning, which were used at roadblocks to assist the TTPS in seizing illegal firearms during my tenure as head of the TTPS. These vehicles could be immediately deployed to the ports. So these vehicles were used in roadblocks and could move around and see what gun but they could also be used to scan in the port if the scanners break down. So why are you not doing that? Look at that. Where the gun go hide when you had that? When you see that, where the gun, you go find the gun. You want to send 3 men inside there to do what? To crawl in there and look with binoculars? But do you know something? Let's listen to DCP Jacob now, Archie. DCP Jacob, when asked, and DCP Jacob, sir, every day you open your mouth, you let the country know why you came 6th when you applied way back when, and why you could never and should never be in a leadership position. Just like you went to wage war on the boys down in Rich Plain in Diego Martin, when it was your own police who killed the man, and they could not even tell you and did not respect you to tell you. Every time you open your mouth, sir, you bring the police service into disrepute. That a dunderhead like yourself could be at the top. It doesn't augur well. Listen to DCP Jacob. McDonald Jacob said yesterday they were eating away 1.8 million of Trinidad and Tobago police service budget. So he said the scanners that could see killing weapons in a car, going to kill people, he put a cost on it. That is too expensive. I want you to understand what this man is saying. 1.8 million. because they have a company, it's leased, and they have its technology, so the company have to manage, maintain, ensure, read out, do the right. But I'm asking you all citizens, whether 1.8 million, 10 million, 15 million, if you have technology that deployed on the roads could prevent killers from moving around with rifles, submachine guns, AR-15 and so on, and catch them when they move in to do the killing, or after they do the killing, you could find them, get the guns off the streets. You think that is really an issue that requires a budgetary connotation? So let's see DCP Jacob, 561 murders. Let's say you utilize this machinery, these X-ray things, and you get 200 guns off the street, 20 AR-15s, some 9mm, 4 submachine guns, and so on, and you save 10 lives, let's say. Is that worth the money? The 10 lives that you saved? What about if it's 20 lives you save? Is that worth the money, DCP DUNCE? What about if you save 100 lives, DCP DUNCE, if you utilize this technology properly? What about if you save 561 lives? Then is it worth it? He continued. He said, to date, the top cop said the vehicles cannot be utilized to scan containers at the port. Well, you lie, because I research, and all over the world, these things could be used anywhere to scan anything, whether on a ship, off a ship, in a container, in a building, in a truck, on the road. So you are talking total nonsense. You are a liar. Furthermore, he continued, in response to questions from the Express yesterday, Jacob said there were also occupational health and safety issues in relation to the risks associated with scanning vehicles occupied with persons. You know about occupational health and safety for X-ray, low-level radiation, for people utilizing the technology to stop gun from killing people, bullet from killing. You know about the health and safety day, but you don't know about health and safety of leaving 4 men in a pipe to dead for 39 hours at DCP DUNCE. Jacob said, because of the high cost, the National Security Ministry reviewed the agreement with the company, and discussions are ongoing as to where they can be used in other areas of law enforcement. So DCP Jacobs and Fitzgerald Sleepy Narcoleptic Sativa Hines decided 1.8 million a month is too much to save lives, so them not utilizing technology that could catch bandits with gun in car on the roads going to kill. And then you all wonder why we are in a total mess when there are total dunces in charge of us.